welcome back to the Tea and a Butty podcast. I'm Dominic.
And I'm Erica.
And this is the TV and film portion of the podcast.
Yeah.
TV and film episode.
TV and film.
Film? Did I say film? I meant film. Of course, film. TV, film. TV, movie. That's much better, movie. And we're just going to talk about the things that we've been watching, really.
What have we been watching?
Well, you know, we were trying to think about what we've been watching because we've watched quite a bit of things, but then there was like things that we thought, what would they like to hear about?
Well, I mean, over the last month.
We
were watching Christmassy things mostly.
Christmassy,
and it was the same old stuff.
The same old stuff. Why is it that, you know, they clearly at Hallmark make new Christmas films. And I think there's been a couple more Christmas. There was that new one with, I think, Keith Sutherland. It came out on Sky.
Oh, we didn't see that.
Yeah, no, because I don't think it's made its way over to Netflix. It'll probably make its way over to Netflix for next year. Or some other, maybe Amazon Prime, I don't know. But he's like this actor, and he needs a gig, and he's fallen out of favour in the US, and he takes this job in England, and he thinks, oh, this is it, I'm going to be on the West End stage, this is my, you know, my calling and stuff, but it turns out to be a pantomime.
Oh, he's not
in the
playing
north of England.
Kiefer Sutherland.
No, he's playing some actor, or, you know, I guess like him. That's fallen from grace, shall we say.
That's funny.
And so hilarity and hijinks ensue. And, you know, people were talking about it, going, oh, yeah, it was really fun. Yeah, I watched it. It was really fun. It's like, yeah, it hasn't come out over here.
No.
Or it doesn't seem to be anywhere.
It'll
be buried on Prime.
They didn't even advertise that over here.
So maybe it didn't come out over here yet. Maybe they just haven't released it. Maybe they're just like, nah.
It was just a British thing.
You don't want to watch that.
Well, if it was very British-centric, it sounds like.
Well, you're getting British-centric.
We don't know what pantomime is over here.
Well, you're going to learn. You're going to learn today.
We watched
Get your
Red
pens
One.
and pencils out.
I mean, we're not talking about Christmas things, but...
Yeah, but we watched Red... Oh, yeah, we watched Red One with...
So that was new this year.
Dwayne Johnson.
That was new to us. I think it's actually been out a couple of years. But...
And Chris Evans.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We watched... I don't know what else. There were a couple of new things. There were cute.
Yeah, there were a good couple of things actually. Yeah.
We watched The Shop Around the Corner, and so then we watched
You've Got Mail.
You've Got Mail, because you had never seen it.
I'd seen The Shop Around the Corner.
No, you'd never seen You've Got Mail, though.
I think I have now. When I watched it again, I was like, oh, I probably saw this. Saw this all before.
So we watched that. I love that one.
Yeah.
And then we were looking for Sleepless in Seattle. That's the one you said you didn't think you'd ever seen.
Yeah, because I got confused of all the Tom Hanks movies, didn't I?
Yeah.
Something about Philadelphia, and I mixed up the plots.
Yes.
I mixed up the plots of Philadelphia and Sleepless in Seattle.
Is that the one he's dying of AIDS? It's just like, God,
and I was like, oh, Sleepless in Seattle. Yeah, that was a bit of a depressing one. He was dying of AIDS in that, and you know, he was like, oh, you know,
like, no,
he's got HIV and everything. It's not a romantic comedy. And I said, well, it's a romantic comedy in 2025/26.
But
so yeah,
anyway.
how's your 2026 going?
Anyway, non-Christmas things that we watched recently included Stranger Things.
Stranger Things. Well, I mean,
I think everybody watched that.
Everybody watched that. Netflix flagship show came to an end.
That was over Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's.
Yeah, they dragged that one out, didn't they? Really. I mean,
and now the documentaries come out, which we haven't watched yet.
We haven't watched that one yet. No. I mean, what did you think of the ending?
I liked it.
I liked it too.
But
I knew, and I'm surprised, right, that there's, you know, because people, it's like, you know, I haven't really heard so much of vitriol, really, towards it. It's just been kind of like, well, I don't know. I don't think it was really that good.
Oh, no, I've seen a lot of people saying an ending... What I've seen is people saying the ending was so awful, it sent us all into psychosis and made us believe that surely there was a secret ending coming after that.
I think that's just people's expectations.
What is Conformity Gate? Is that something that they talked about in the actual show?
No, it's something that the fans made up. It's something that some fan came out and goes, don't worry guys, there's going to be a secret new episode called Conformity Gate, and I know someone at Netflix, and the Duffer brothers just told me that. And someone goes, what? Yes, I didn't like the finale. I was right. I thought this was all in Vecna's mind.
No, everybody to the point that it went off the internet conspiracy theories, and it made it onto the actual news.
Netflix kind of got into it because they were kind of like, oh yeah, Stranger Things, yeah, oh maybe there is. Ooh,
the actual news was questioning. Is there going to be an extra episode? Because how do we not know about this? We're the news, and it's just.
And we've reached out to Netflix for comment, and they say yes, there is going to be an extra episode,
yeah.
But it's the documentary.
Yes, yeah.
But they probably just said yes, there's an extra episode.
But how did people see? Because that was part of it, wasn't it? That they saw on Netflix. If you put in episode 9,
new episode.
Something came up, new episode.
Well, that's what they say. Emily in Paris just got released.
But how did they not consider the fact? Because everybody knew that this document. I mean, it was known that this documentary was going to be released.
Yeah.
How did they not go? Oh well, that must be the documentary.
No, they just can't accept it's over. It's like a breakup, really. It's like, no, there's going to be another one. No, we're going to get back together. It's going to be good.
No, the thing is you asked me, did I like it? Apparently, I'm not the best judge because I'm in the small minority that also liked the ending of Game of Thrones. So it's just like, don't ask me.
Well, you liked the final season of Game of Thrones. Everybody was trashing the whole season.
Yeah, that's.
I wonder if anybody liked the whole season of it. I think there was a couple of people who said, "Oh,
yeah, no." I saw people say, "Yeah, it was a write-off."
It was a write-off. Don't watch it. Never watch this show again. No, for me, right. I think. It's been 10 years since the first season.
Yeah. And
they've only had 5 seasons of it. Granted, that was mainly due to, writer's strike and actor's strike and everything. The SAG-AFTRA thing, But I think it probably could have ended after season 3. Stranger Things.
I mean, I think
Although there's probably people going, oh, but season 4 had Eddie Munson. Eddie Munson was the greatest. And I was like... Yeah, no.
I don't know.
I mean, no disrespect to the Eddie Munson fans out there, but he could have been a part of season 3. Who was season 3? Billy.
Billy, yeah.
Yeah, get Billy out of there. That was a terrible season, right? I didn't really care for Billy and Mrs. Wheeler, that storyline. That was just all kinds of wrong. Get Eddie Munson in there. Get his guitar on. Start. What was the Metallica song, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you played a Metallica song. You love Metallica.
You know what? As much as I like Stranger Things, and I think we did watch it one time through, and then we watched it again with my niece and nephew.
Yeah, we watched it.
Or did we just watch a couple seasons with them? I don't know, but
we watched a couple seasons with them, and then they went and watched it.
Yeah.
Yeah, by themselves.
I feel like I need to watch it again from the beginning because I don't know what happened. I don't remember what happened.
And if you're sitting there listening to this going, what is Stranger Things? Well, I've never even heard of that. I mean...
If you've never heard of it...
Then...
I can understand not having seen it, but if you've never heard of it at this point...
Well, yeah. I mean, it's basically the 80s all kind of like rolled into one show. Mm. It had the horror elements, it had the science fiction, it had the coming of age, and the drama.
Yeah, it was like E.T., Poltergeist, The Goonies,
Star Wars, Star Trek, all that kind of stuff.
What's the one you love? Stand By Me.
Stand By Me.
Yeah, it was like it was a combination of all of this, and it was very well done.
Yeah,
it was very well done. It encapsulated all of those genres that were very popular in the 80s. And it made you feel, it was very nostalgic, and that's, I think, why people liked it. Because we were talking about
it. If it was set in modern day, would people be that into it?
And I don't know.
And it's probably go, yes. I was like, no, the 80s retro vibe and nostalgia
Yeah.
really added to it. The fact that there was no cell phones, nobody was on a cell phone.
Yeah. Looking stuff up on the internet.
Nobody was talking about Waymo, and nobody was talking about, you know, self-driving cars and all this kind of stuff, and just kind of like, you know, internet, you know.
Yeah.
It wasn't a thing, you know.
Mean, are there even groups of kids that like sit around playing board games with each other anymore?
Probably not.
Yeah.
I'd say not since I was a kid. Even. I mean, because when I was a kid, oh yeah, the internet was the hot new thing.
One time on TikTok, I think, a few years ago, I can remember this because it just struck me as like, geez, you know, like how kind of sad for that generation. Although I mean, they don't know that it's sad because they've never experienced anything else. But a girl, like a little teenage girl video went viral, whoever she was, I don't know, talking about or asking what parties were like or like romanticizing what parties
must have been like before.
Yeah, in the 90s and the early
2000s.
Oh, it must have just been the best because blah blah blah. She just went to a party and that everybody in the party was just on their phones. Nobody was really talking. Yeah. Nobody was really.
Why did they go then?
Yeah, it's just like.
Well, what was that? I just went for the food and I went for the drink and I went to stare at my phone awkwardly while music might have played.
Yeah, and I just thought, how weird. Like, what? They're all just like texting each other instead of talking. They're like, I don't know. I just can't imagine it. You know, so it's just like, yeah, I can understand the nostalgia for like Stranger Things, the
analog world.
Yeah,
and this is a perfect segue for you to talk about your analog bag.
That's another podcast. Not my analog bag.
Because, you know, you were talking about, well, I mean, if you want to make it another episode,
well,
we can, but
just talking about TikTok videos.
TikTok.
I don't know if any of you have seen this trend that is going around. Some girl, apparently, and I call her a girl, she's a woman, probably in her 20s, I guess, made a video last year at some point, maybe like toward the beginning of last year, and I guess it really caught on with like her generation. I hadn't seen it until the end of this year, or the end of 2025.
Yeah.
Where she coined the term analog bag. And an analog bag meaning like a tote bag full of stuff you can do when you're like waiting. So like on public transportation or in a doctor's office or, you know, wherever it is.
Yeah.
That doesn't include your phone. So that you can leave your phone behind, but you can still have stuff to do. So she was like, I have my scrapbooking things in here, my junk journaling. I have an adult coloring book and some matte pencils. I have a digital camera I can bring with me. So if there's a moment that comes up, I want to take a picture, I can still take a picture, but without having, you know, the temptation of scrolling on my phone afterward, whatever. Someone in the comments that was like, oh, she was like, Gen Xer here. Yeah, that's called my purse.
That's called my purse.
And I just thought,
little
old ladies have been doing this for decades, haven't they? I mean, you see a little old lady like with her bag of knitting. Like, you've
got a purse and you've got stuff in it.
I don't have like stuff to do. It's you just have stuff I need to do. In case.
No, it was. And you see women on the thing and they're just like, oh, I've got to get my bag out. And I remember seeing them and they're rummaging through their bag. rummaging, and one sticking their hand in like, oh, what, you know, what have I got in there? And they pull it and they go, oh, yeah, found it. And it's like a lipstick.
Like a Mary Poppins bag.
Yeah, like
pull out a plant or
a lamp. Or a lamp or a 5-course meal or something like that, you know. And it's just like, you know, because it's something for the ADHD crowd or whatever to do, you know. It's just like, to get in.
Did you ever have that show in Britain, Let's Make a Deal? And there's like a thing where they would go in the crowd and they'd say, okay, I bet you, you know, some amount of money, I think, or something. If you have a paperclip in your purse.
Oh, vaguely, yeah, but I don't know if it was called
and
something
so she'd
different.
look around and she'd be like, and if she had whatever it was that they asked, then oh, she won, you know.
But that's not the politically correct term now to call it a purse. We call it an analog bag now. No, honestly, this kind of stuff, and they think they've invented stuff like, oh, do you know what? We should have phones that, we can't take with us, and we just put them on the wall or something.
I've seen somebody say that.
And they just connect to, the mains.
Yeah.
Somehow, and we don't have to, and then we can just talk to people on them.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
And someone else can pick up and listen in on your conversation.
Yes, someone else can pick up and listen in. You go, are you on the phone? Get off the phone.
Or tell you to get off the phone.
Get off the phone, Mom.
Or they need to make a call, Get off the phone. I need to use it.
Yes.
Oh, God.
You used to have a pink phone, didn't you? By your bed.
Oh, I don't know.
That's what you've told me before. You've had a pink phone.
I
You were always on
phones.
it, apparently.
I was never on my phone.
Never on it.
I've never been a phone person.
Never been on the phone, lying on your stomach, legs in the air,
with a side ponytail.
Side ponytail, twisting the cord around, going, uh-huh. And what did she say?
No, I only ever wanted to talk to boys on the phone. When my friends would call me with literally nothing to say just because they were bored or just to make a call, I'd be like,
oh,
okay.
Goodbye. Yes. Anyway.
Yeah.
We're getting out of the 80s now and the twirling of the phone cord.
But first, before we move on.
We move on from the analog bag.
Let us know if you liked the finale of Stranger Things, or let us know if you did not.
Yes.
Like the finale of Stranger Things, because I have a theory that these shows that are massively popular, there's so many people that are into them,
and they have this expectation of it, it's got to be exactly as it is in my mind.
Yeah. There's so many people that are into them that there's bound to be disappointed people.
Yes.
Any show that's ever ended at any point in history has had people that went, I didn't like that finale very much. Yeah. Could have been better.
Seinfeld.
Could have been different. Oh, lots of people hated Seinfeld finale. Lots of people hated
and it was the
Sopranos finale.
It was the only way that Seinfeld, when you think about it, it's the only way, that's where those characters were ended up. They were awful people. I mean, they were going to jail.
I mean, the Friends finale is probably the only finale that I can't think of ever hearing criticism of, because they were very careful to tie everything up in a pretty little bow for the fans. You know what I mean? And I don't really, but they're like, oh, there were so many holes in the Stranger Things. Oh, where were the Demogorgons, and where were all the creatures? And it's just like, oh God, you go write a show then. Yeah. You end it and see if everyone loves the ending. I get that George R.R. Martin didn't finish. That's probably not the way he wanted to end Game of Thrones. But guess what? He still hasn't finished it. He still hasn't finished it
to this day. No, and they gave him ample time. They were like, okay, we're starting this show and stuff like that. You've got time to finish the books. So by the time we get to this season, it'll be finished.
Yeah.
He was just collecting a check and sitting back and sticking on, going to parties and stuff like that. And
there's not a lot of motivation when you've already been paid for something.
It's like I guess that's how it is for authors and stuff like that. They get paid in advance to do something, and then they're like, oh, I've got the money now, so I'll just
I mean, I doubt that they're literally just like, oh, I've already been paid, I'm not going to bother now, because I think there's contracts and stuff you can kind of
get sued for it.
Yeah.
Well,
but as far as motivation, it's just like
he was paid as a creator of the work and all that, so he was getting money from HBO.
Yeah, I think they bought the rights. They bought the rights, so it was just
he was like, oh, I've got all this money now. I don't have to work anymore. And it's like, you do have to finish the story, though. It's like, nah, you finish the story.
I saw a really sad theory about Stranger Things, and someone said that they feel like there's so much emphasis on horror and just
horror and supernatural,
kind of just morbidity and stuff in games and everything that the younger generation is into right now. If you go look in the toy department, there's all creepy looking creepy
those
looking
daddy
ugly
bears and stuff.
Yeah, like kind of morbid, kind of weird, if you want to say, bendy, all these horror, like Five Nights at Freddy's.
Jump scare stuff, yeah.
What's that other Poppy Playtime? There's like a lot of like weird kind of creepy.
Weird and creepy things. Nothing cute.
Yeah. And then there's like a lot of just horror, like
Skibbity Toilet.
shoot 'em up kind of games and stuff. And so they were like, they felt like everybody was like anticipating this really like bloodbath of a finale where most of the main characters were gonna die.
No.
And it's just like, no, this was like a nostalgic kind
this
of
was a coming of age
80s style thing about kids, like as if they're gonna kill all the freaking kids off.
No. And then there's people who are like, oh well, wait a minute, was this just one long D&D campaign in their heads?
I really actually like that idea.
And I thought, and then people like, no way, no, it wasn't just a dream. This is not Newhart. And it's like, but it makes more sense.
Only the older generations are going to get that reference.
Yeah, the older American generations anyway. This is not Newhart. They're not going to wake up and go, whoa, that was a crazy... And because the way, was it Mike was writing, he created this
alternate ending.
It was really a D&D campaign, and it was just all in their heads, and Mike came up with this idea of this girl who had supernatural powers called 11.
Yeah.
And it's like, why people don't know if she's dead or alive or whatever, know?
And they were all crying at the end, not because she was dead or possibly alive or whatever, but it was just because... the campaign
was over,
because the game was over and they had to grow up and they had to be adults now.
They had to go, and they had to, because, those campaigns can last for years.
I think that's I didn't even, think about that as a possibility when we were watching it.
It was a beautiful story.
And I think that's a really awesome way to look at it, actually. When I saw that theory, I was like, oh my God, I love that. That the whole thing was just them being, kids and getting so into their game together, Yeah. I love that.
Love it. And speaking of cute things...
But we'll move on now. We've got other things to talk about.
Yeah. We recently watched Wonka for the first time.
Yeah.
Wonka!
That's been out a couple years.
It's been out a couple of years.
We're a little behind on that one.
A little late to the party. But I remember there being a little buzz when it was being filmed and it came out, but not too much. I didn't think there was too much buzz about it after.
I don't remember.
I think it got kind of buried in the thing. When I put that on Threads, it was like, well, it was a hit. It was a hit, It made
just because you
didn't see it doesn't mean it wasn't a hit.
Yes, Dominic's constantly pissing people off on Threads.
Actually, the reason I didn't see it makes it nobody knows what it's about because I control everybody's heads and minds, and it's like I don't know why I can't control you, mate. I was like, I didn't miss it, mate. I just watched it. It's like, because you missed it, and that means that's the end of, that doesn't mean it was a hit. I was like, well, it wasn't a massive, it wasn't like Stranger Things.
We didn't remember hearing, a lot of buzz about it, basically.
It was an ensemble cast as well. It was
actually really, you wanted to watch it. I love the original Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory with Gene Wilder. I grew up...
And you were kind of going, nah, because you thought it was going to be the Johnny Depp, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, which you said was rather creepy.
It is creepy, but to be fair, if you've read the book, it was closer to the book than the Gene Wilder version. Well, the book is kind of creepy, It's the Roald Dahl stories are have a little bit of a creepiness to them.
The book was pretty much Charlie. It was called Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah. So,
and because Roald Dahl was a big chocolate head.
The Johnny Depp version had bits in it from the book that the original movie had left out.
Original movie
and the original movie, I think, changed the ending, and the Charlie and the Johnny Depp version kept the ending true to the book. I can't remember exactly. It's been a little while now since I've seen the Johnny Depp version, but I don't love that version, even though it is closer to the book, just because I grew up with the
Willy Wonka
version.
Yeah, they made Willy Wonka more the star of the show.
But I like Timothée Chalamet as an actor. I don't know why I wasn't really interested in seeing this movie. I just was like, I didn't not want to see it, I guess, but I kind of didn't want to see it. I was just like, yeah,
and we watched
we
it, and
watch
you
it.
were kind of into it then.
As soon as it like got going, I was like, well, I love this. So this is good.
No, because it got going and they pulled out the terms and conditions. She's like, oh, I kind of like that. I kind of love that. Yeah, that's cute.
It felt very like in
like
keeping
Willy Wonka.
with
Well, it was supposed to be a companion piece to the actual original movie.
Yeah, I know,
like, oh,
but sometimes they don't do that well. You know what I mean?
Johnny Depp and all that.
Well, yeah,
that's how they felt, and sometimes they don't do that. They do a companion piece to Willy Wonka. This is Wonka's origins, and he was like this, and it's going to be a whimsical film full of crazy characters.
I was afraid,
you're off your bleeding rocker, Wonka,
I guess I was afraid, too, of when people were like, oh, it's a musical. We didn't really know it was going to be a musical, even though the original Willy Wonka film was basically a musical, too.
Well, yeah.
I guess I was a little bit afraid, like, oh, what is the music going to be like? I don't know.
No, it was good.
It was good.
I like the songs.
The cast was great. It was all people we know.
It was all people we know personally.
I was like, I know everybody in this film, so this is good.
It was a lot of Peep Show alumni, so that made it even worse. You watch Peep Show, and it is a bit like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory anyway, that show.
God, is it?
It is. People, if you haven't watched Peep Show, I urge you to go find it. I think it's on Roku or somewhere like that, or maybe it's on Amazon Prime or something. It's on one of the streaming sites.
Yeah, it is funny.
But yeah, no, they had like Patterson Joseph as Mr. Slugworth and all that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And Keegan-Michael Key.
I mean,
and you're like, is that Keegan-Michael? Is that a bald Keegan-Michael Key?
No,
yes.
No, you said that.
I said it's a bald Keegan-Michael Key. Calm down. Matt Lucas was in it. Matthew Bainton, who's one of the ghosts, one of the
oh yeah,
the them there
in the UK.
Yeah.
Ghosts, yeah.
Sally Hawkins, who was in, because I mean, this was made by Heyday Films, who did the Harry Potter and the Paddington.
Oh yeah.
Things. So David Heyman did all this, so it was very kind of whimsical, British, even though it's like kind of not set in Britain, it's set in some kind of like Western Europe place.
Yeah.
That's where it has, and has all like elements of all that.
But like even the teeniest, tiniest little parts were somebody that we knew from some British sitcom.
Phil Wang.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and who was playing his little girlfriend as well? It was someone we knew, but I can't remember. Anyway, Olivia Colman was in it. Jim Carter and Rowan Atkinson.
Yeah.
Yeah, and of course, an Oompa Loompa played by Hugh Grant. How could you? I mean, it was just like, this is the fan casting of the decade here, isn't it? Of your Wonka movie. This is something that you'd cast everyone in.
I love that he did that too.
Yes, and I mean, it's like everybody's like, oh, he's playing an Oompa Loompa. What? Yeah, he wanted to get out of doing romantic comedies 20 years ago.
Yeah.
So, I mean, this is kind of a role for him. He played. He's been playing kind of villainous roles.
He's been playing all kinds of, yeah.
He was in A Very British Scandal.
And you would think, if you're an actor, you want to do all kinds of different roles, don't you? You know what I mean? Like,
yes,
you want to do things that
and
people
like,
wouldn't expect to see you
It seems like you're taking every job, Hugh. Are you okay? And he's like, I've got bills to pay. It's like, what do you think I've just taken? Oh, I was in Love Actually, and now I'm a gazillionaire.
Yeah.
Or I've done all these romantic comedies. I've got a
Notting
pile of
Hill,
cash. Notting Hill, or
Four Weddings and a
Four
Funeral.
Weddings and Funeral, 2 Weeks Notice.
Yeah.
All them. Mickey Blue Eyes. Oh, I've got all these films, and that's it. I've got all this cash to spend. It's like, I've got a family. It's expensive. You know?
Yeah.
Got to keep acting here for people. But yeah, no, he really enjoyed doing the Paddington film, I think, where he played.
Oh yeah.
He played. What was his name? I can't remember his name in the film.
Yeah, he was good in that actually.
Yeah. And that's considered the best Paddington film.
Mm.
Number 2. It's considered. Some people go, it's actually the greatest film of all time. They say it seriously, like. No, if you look at it, if you think about it, it's the greatest film of all time. And people are seriously thinking this.
I mean, it's good. Yeah,
it's great. Yeah. Anyway, talking about the greatest show of all time, we've just recently started watching Department Q on Netflix.
Yeah. Which is not new, also.
It's not new. It's from last year.
I mean, it's newish, but it's new to us.
And also, I think it's good. Another season is coming, so it must be coming this year, I guess. But if you haven't seen it, it's a Scottish crime thriller created by Scott Frank, who did Queen's Gambit. And they based on the book series Department Q by a Danish writer, Jussi Adler Olsen. Jussi? I don't know. But anyway, it stars Matthew Good as DCI Carl Mork.
Yeah. And this must have been what he was working on and why he wasn't
No,
in the Downton Abbey.
He gave up the role of Matthew in Downton Abbey in the grand finale.
Matthew?
Not Matthew.
Oh. I was like, was he up for Matthew?
Matthew Good, no. He gave up the role of, what was his name? Henry Talbot, yeah. See, I don't know what I'm talking about now.
I was like, this is news. Was he up for Matthew?
He probably would have been, actually, come to think of it.
Yeah.
Him and Dan Stevens have a similar look. No, he played Henry Talbot in the last series of Downton Abbey, and then he was in the first film for like 5 seconds. Completely out of the second one, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
And the third one, it was kind of like, well, is he going to come back? And it was like, nah.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert, they divorced, and he wasn't seen again. But he was like, oh, do you want to come back? And I think he told Julian Fellowes, no, I'm working on this show, and I think it's really good, and I'm going to devote all my time to this now.
Yeah. I like to see him in a role like this, too, because so often when you see him in something, he's like
playing upper class people.
He's the debonair. And he's the lead. Like, he's so posh, and he's who all the women are in love with, and he's a bit like gruff and grouchy.
Yeah, because he was in The Crown, wasn't he? As like a young.
Oh yes.
When Princess Margaret married.
Yeah.
What was his name?
I don't remember.
See, I don't know these people anymore. Just their names escape me.
But he's also been in like rom-com movies, or at least one, I think. But yeah, so it's fun to see him in like a role where he's got the messed up hair, messy hair, and
growing a beard, and he's just kind of slouching around driving a 1980s Ford Sierra. It's very good. I like it. It's it's different to the usual humdrum thriller detective shows.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
It's kind of
why is it different though?
Honestly, the way that like they do Hallmark films over here, and they're just the same thing. They do all over the just the same old thing. Humdrum.
It's sort of like a formulaic.
It's formulaic in the UK with that kind of stuff. It's it's another gritty detective thriller.
Oh, they love it.
Where people are serious, and it's raining, and it's all dark, and it's all someone's been murdered, and someone's missing. Someone's missing, or the usual kind of thing. This is the same sort of thing, but I think his character and the character played by, what's his name now?
The Syrian guy?
He's
good, isn't he? I really like his character. I'm not sure where they're, like, going with it, because he's, he's not an actual police officer or whatever. And then they're sort of making Matthew Good's partner, like, he's getting a little bit better, like he's getting more in shape, so there's a possibility of him coming back, and I'm like, well, what's going to happen to the Syrian guy then, because he's a little bit like his partner at the moment.
Well, at the moment he's not technically a police officer, so he's not allowed to be investigating, so something's going to happen where the journalists, or he's going to do something, and they're going to be all like, oh, well, we're going to hang him out to dry. And we'll deport him too, back to Syria.
No, I really like his character.
They're going to do something with that probably in the second series, where they're going to like, oh, this guy, we don't know who he is. Or his past is going to come back.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it? It really adds something, because he's constantly asking him, what what did you do in Syria?
What did you do in Syria? He goes, yeah, sort of. I was a sort of a policeman in Syria.
Yeah, but he won't ever, like, elaborate
on it.
And Matthew Good's just, like, every couple episodes, he's like, are you ever going to tell me what you did in Syria?
No.
And I think he was about to in this most recent one that we watched. And then something happened. It was just like, oh.
No.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's played by Alexei Manvelov. Akram Salim, yeah. He was an actor who was born in Moscow but raised in Sweden.
He was in Chernobyl, you said, right?
He was in Chernobyl, yeah. Chernobyl.
Yeah.
Chloe Perry's in it. Kelly MacDonald, from who you've seen in Boardwalk Empire. She's another quite good, she's a very good Scottish actress who's been, she's a face you know.
Yeah.
But she's not like a huge face,
Yeah.
And Kate Dickie.
She was also in
Kate Dickie. She was in Game of Thrones.
Oh, I was gonna say
as one of the Stark
Kelly
sisters.
MacDonald was Rowena Ravenclaw, wasn't she?
Oh yeah, she was.
Yeah,
that's
I was
right.
like, she was a ghost in something.
She was a ghost in something, and it wasn't Ghosts.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out what that was, but yeah. Oh, and Shirley Henderson's in it. Moaning Myrtle.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So far this first season has been great.
Yeah,
really
I think we've
enjoyed
only got
it.
a few more episodes left.
There's only 9 episodes. I think we've only got 1 more left, actually.
If you like detective shows, though, definitely check this one out, because that's so funny that you said that, because I was feeling that too. This is like better than the other detective
those
shows. I don't know why.
Coben stuff.
But why? What makes it different?
Most of those aren't really like detective shows as per se. They're kind of like whodunits without the detectives. The police are constantly going to get them because they've done something. Harlan Coben
I think
thrillers.
they're kind of detective.
Yeah, kind of. I guess there is a couple of them that are like that, but yeah, most of them are just kind of like Richard Armitage, plotting to kill his wife. Richard Armitage, has killed his wife, but nobody knows about it yet, and everyone keeps asking where she is. That kind of thing,
Yeah. Maybe it's just the fact that it's set in Scotland. I don't know.
Scotland, yeah, they make very good use of, because the originals were set in Denmark and Sweden and stuff like that,
So this is in Edinburgh, I think.
Yeah, Edinburgh. Yeah, you recognise a few of the places, didn't you?
Yeah, a few, yeah.
From your time walking around there.
Yeah.
Almost killing yourself, going up all those steps.
I mean, he's just kind of standing under the castle a couple times. It's just like, oh yes, let me just stand in the street.
Stand in the street.
With the castle strategically placed behind me.
Well, I mean, you can't, that's kind of like, the old town and the new town,
Yeah.
And then there's a newer town, and yeah. But yes.
Anyway, let us know what you have been watching, because I think we're going to run out of things to watch. Oh, maybe we have one more thing, actually. But we're going to need some things to watch that we haven't seen before. So let us know.
Give us your recommendations.
Give us your recommendations. Other than that, I think that'll do it for us today.
Yeah, I think we're done for the day.
Hope you enjoyed this episode. Thank you for tuning in as always. We appreciate your support. Be sure to give us a follow on social media. If you don't follow us already, we are at TButty, TEABUTTY across all socials. Shout out to our patrons for their continued support.
Yes.
We'll talk to all of you next time.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Goodbye.